it is pretty much dry right now. And again, this is first day hair. It is still the morning time. I can go about my day, do what I have to do, and I have volume for first day hair. When I was using too many products, I didn't even know which product was causing my hair to be dry, if that makes any sense. So let's say you're using your favorite conditioner, and then you use a leave-in conditioner on top of that conditioner, then you turn around and use a gel, then you use shea butter, and you're using an oil. You do not know what's going on.
Stepping out, it's Friday night, how I'm longing for this day. Yes, I'm single, oh, we won't
change your regimen with the seasons. I know this may sound crazy, but it is good to do this because your hair needs may change along with the seasons. So in the summertime, you may not use heavy products. But in the wintertime, you may use heavier products on your hair because guess what? It's colder outside, especially if you live in a region where the climate really changes and you really have 4 seasons. So when I lived in California, my regimen pretty much stayed the same the entire year. But now that I'm back in Colorado, I'm getting ready to change my regimen again to a fall regimen. In some, parts over here in Colorado, it's already snowing and the temperature is dropping really fast. I stepped outside today and it was cold outside. So it is time for me to switch some things up and use heavier products because I do not want my hair to get dry because I am at a very high altitude. So I have to make sure that I am taking proper steps to ensure that my hair survives the fall and the winters here. So yeah, change up your regimen. I know it may sound crazy, but it really helps. And you will see a difference as well, and I will update you guys with my updated fall regimen. I use warm water. I like hot showers, but I have sensitive skin, and I've also noticed that really hot water can dry your hair out as well. So I do not go off with the hot water. I like to use the warm water because it keeps my hair hydrated, it cleanses my hair, and it's just not too harsh on it. I like to shingle my hair. This does take a lot of time, but basically what I'm doing is setting my curl and molding the curl so I can have a nice curl formation. You do not have to do this, but I prefer to do this for my wash and goes for the most definition. And I basically just section the hair and take a smaller strand out of that section, and I smooth the gel on the strand, and I just take my fingers and smooth the hair. And as you can see, I'm just going with the grain of the hair and I'm smoothing my hair, smoothing each strand. I like to deep condition my hair. It's one of my favorite things to do. Using some type of hair mask is so important to your healthy hair regimen. I feel that you would benefit so much from it. Even if you feel like your hair isn't doing well and you feel like your hair isn't showing any positive results, just keep doing it. You will notice a difference, and you will have so much bounce and shine in your hair, and it would be a lot easier to detangle. But a combing your hair, let's say you finger detangle in the shower, and I hear a lot of people tell me this. I finger detangle in the shower, my curls look great when it's wet, it's clumped together, yada yada yada, it looks amazing. And then when I go to detangle and style it, and I take my comb, because a lot of people, what they do, they follow the directions on the package and say comb through with the wide tooth comb and X, Y, and Z, and all of a sudden my curls are gone and my curls do not look good anymore, and it's frizzy, and it doesn't have the definition that I've just seen a few minutes ago when my hair was wet. Well, the comb is breaking the curl pattern away, and it's nothing wrong with combing your hair, but if you're trying to keep that curl pattern in place, I suggest using your fingers. Finger combing, just taking your hands in sections and just going through and combing your hair through. It really helps. It takes a lot of patience, but you will see a difference over time. I have noticed that. I have been finger combing my hair since I had a TWA, which is a teeny weeny afro, which is basically just short natural hair. All my natural hair was shaved off in the beginning, and I work with it, and that's probably why I do my wash and go so much, because it's just second nature to me. That's what I know, that's what I did forever. I didn't try to, change up my style with the TWA, because like I said, I'm really simple, and I just wore it in a wash and go pretty much forever until it was long enough to try different styles. Now, if I do have any frizz or anything, because it happens sometimes, what I like to do is take some product, and I get about a quarter size amount of product, and I'll put it in my hand and rub it together until you can't even see the product anymore, and I'll just run my hands on the ends of my hair and apply the product just like this, or run it over certain strands to smooth the product in. And what this does is it gets rid of flyaways. So it gets rid of flyaways and frizz, and it keeps your hair looking pretty neat and just, you know, make everything look neat all around. My hair has the product already in it, so I have my leave-in and my gel, and you can use whatever product you would like to use. You do not have to use what I use. So let's go ahead and put the microfiber towel on. Now this towel is really cool because it has a latch or a hook. It's not really a latch, but it has a hook. So I'm going to use this hook right here to secure the towel, and this will keep the towel in place so it will not slide around in the drying process. So the first thing that I'm going to do is flip my hair over. You want your hair to be hanging over because it will be a lot easier for you to gather all of your hair, and it will prevent you from touching your curls, because we do not want to touch wet curls, because touching wet curls will create frizz. So as you can see, I have already flipped my hair over, so now it is wrapped around my head like this. I made sure that everything is in here, and I'm just going to take the towel and I am going to twist it around. And I am going to gently twist it, but it's going to be kind of firm at the same time because I want the water to come out. And I'm just going to twist it like this, and then I am going to flip it back. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to secure it. So as you can see, it is really simple, and this look is basically the traditional towel look. It's not anything complicated, and I am going to allow it to sit on my hair for 1 hour. Now, I will say this before we go into the drying process. The time your hair dries is going to depend on the density of your hair. My hair can dry within an hour using this towel, but you may have to do 2 hours, or maybe your hair is finer and you can do 30 minutes. It is totally up to you, but I usually get about 95% dry, and you guys will see this when I get back. You have to do what works for you, and yeah, so let's do whatever you got to do. Go clean up, go have fun, go do your thing, and I'll be back in 1 hour. Oh, before I go, I'm gonna show you my clock, just so you know I'm not playing around with you guys. Okay, it is 9:57 right now. It is 9:57, almost 10 o'clock, so I will be back at 11 to show you guys the results of my hair. I will see you all in 1 hour. All right, so it is 11 o'clock. Let's go ahead and remove this towel. I just unhook it and I pull it down like this and put the towel down. I like to shake a little, and I flip my hair over, and here it is. I love it, and it is about 95% dry. It isn't 100% dry, but in about 10 minutes it will be completely dry. It is slightly damp at the roots, but that is it. So my hair doesn't have much frizz at all. It has a little bit, but it's not a lot, and it is soft. It still has definition. It has shine in it. I don't mind a little frizz. It smells good, and I'm not walking around all day for a few hours, 3 to 4 hours, with soaking wet hair here in Colorado. So it has been about 10 minutes, and now my hair is starting to take form. It is getting bigger, and it is pretty much dry right now. And again, this is first day hair. It is still the morning time. I can go about my day, do what I have to do, and I have volume for first day hair. Also, understand that if you're using too many products at one time, that can be a problem too. I used to use like 4 different products in my hair at one time, and I couldn't understand, again, why it's dry again. You know, I go back to the phase, I'm doing good, all of a sudden it gets dry again. Using a lot of products at one time can also cause buildup, and you don't even know it. Now, some people can successfully do this and their hair feels amazing. So kudos to you guys, but for me, it wasn't working, using too many products at one time. At the most, I will use 2 products in my hair. Like my base will always be some type of conditioner, and then it'll be a styler or a gel or something. And I started doing this because with me, when I was using too many products, I didn't even know which product was causing my hair to be dry, if that makes any sense. So let's say you're using, you know, your favorite conditioner, and then you use a leave-in conditioner on top of that conditioner, and then you turn around and use a gel, then you use shea butter, and you're using an oil. You do not know what's going on. So if you are doing this and you think you have dry hair because of this, what I would suggest doing is eliminating a couple products. Let's say eliminate one first and see if your hair still feel dry. If it still feel dry, maybe eliminate another product. And then if it's feel a little better, you know, gauge it off of that and move forward. Sometimes that can be the issue, using too many products at one time as well, and using products heavy with silicones and things that can build up on your hair. How do you know if you have hard water? Well, you will know if you have hard water because you'll notice calcium or mineral buildup on your appliances. You will also notice that your products may not be working as well on your hair, and I noticed that immediately. So I had to think of a regimen that can help me. One of the things I decided to do is start pre-pooing my hair. Now, pre-pooing is basically conditioning your hair before you shampoo it or co-wash. I like to pre-poo with coconut oil, and this is extra virgin coconut oil. It isn't anything special. I think this is like Better Body Brands or something like that. It's organic and it's extra virgin. It is solid unless it's above 76 degrees and it turns into the liquid. And I like to apply the coconut oil on my hair and let it sit in my hair overnight, and it does a great job with penetrating the hair and moisturizing the strands and just making my hair overall soft. Doing this also helps with allowing my hair to have moisture when the hard water actually hits it. So it creates like a barrier on my hair, protecting it from the hard water, and it helps with detangling and just giving my hair shine. And I still feel the coconut oil in my hair after I rinse it out, just a little, not a lot of it. But it does a great job with protecting my hair and keeping it soft with the hard water, so I don't have to worry about the buildup of the calcium. Slow manipulation is key. It's very important to just stick with the style for a while. You know, every now and then try something different is great, but you do not want to constantly keep, you know, 1 week you flat iron your hair, the next week you put braids in your hair, the next week you're twisting it up some kind of way. You want to try to, you know, give your hair some time to breathe and some time to rest, because if you're constantly doing different things to it because you want a different style, and I know in the black community we like different hairstyles, I like them too, but that's not something I'm doing all the time. Natural hair is very fragile, it's very weak, and if you're doing too much to it, it can thin your hair, it can stress your hair, and your hair will break, and then you're not retaining any type of length.